The emotion, the intensity, the celebration, and whether in the light of day or dark of night, one thing never changes. We're all united with the Mountaineers.
Welcome to the United Bank Playbook with Coach Dana Holgorsen.
We welcome you into the United Bank Playbook as West Virginia gets set for Texas Tech. Coach, when you take a look at a team that does a lot of the things that you do, same kind of thought process, easier or harder this week from a coaching standpoint?
I think it's the same, regardless if you know what to expect or who they are or any of that. I think it's always the same. Relationships, there's so many good relationships throughout our profession that you can throw that out the window as well. It really comes down to this. They're on the schedule. You get to know who your opponent is. You watch the film. You prepare your game plan. You worry about yourself. Even throughout the course of the game, you go there in warm-ups. You may say hi to a few people, but then you get out there and you really forget who you're playing against and you worry about yourself. So the teams that usually can kind of forget what the outside is and just really get better at what we're asking them to do each and every week, the teams that end up winning more games.
You made an interesting point during your press conference on Tuesday that 9 of the players that you faced on the Tech defense a year ago are no longer there. So they're inexperienced. They've made a change with their defensive coordinator a couple of weeks back. They're simplifying now, right? What about scheme? Anything different?
Yeah, a little bit. They were kind of caught between 2 different schemes a year ago and in the first couple of games. They were doing quite a bit of stuff. I don't know if that had anything to do with the change or whatnot, but when Mike took over, he just kind of reduced things a little bit. You can see that their effort's better. You can see that they're flying around. They're playing with a little bit more excitement, and I think because they're probably not thinking as much as they were, so they've simplified it. He's got them playing at a little higher level.
This past week against Kansas, Clint Trickett was given a little bit more latitude as for making play calls at the line. Do you continue with that this week, or is it more back to making the call from the side?
Well, we're always going to guide them. We even guided him last week. He was just going to see some things and check it based on what they were doing. I think that's always going to be part of what we do. It's going to be part of the process. The more he can handle that, the better off we're going to be. I would like him to call 100% of the plays if he can get up there and see exactly what they're doing and get us into a better play. Put the ball where they're not. Asking him to do that, if it takes away from his production, if it takes away from his accuracy, if it takes away from, just being able to play the game, then we need to back off of it a little bit.
Last week, because of the way Kansas played its defense, you were seeing a lot of press coverage. You knew there were going to be opportunities going down the sidelines. Where's the soft spot, so to speak, this week?
Well, it's going to be the same kind of cat and mouse game. They either got to screw safeties down to stop the run, or they got to back them up. And when you screw them down, that means that you're one-on-one on the outside. They got way more inexperienced corners, got a couple of true freshmen and a true sophomore. It's going to be harder for them to do that because of their inexperience on the south side. We got to identify what they're doing and call plays accordingly in order to have success.
Should be a good one. Coach, we wish you the best.
Thank you.